Have you ever pitched to one of the studios?
Yeah, I pitched to one of the indie studios once, a particular script. I mean, I pitched to them, but this one particular indie studio, this producer, I was brought in a meeting to pitch with him, and I was brought in by another producer who's a woman, and she's come meet this guy and pitch him this movie. So I came in, I pitched him the movie, and it was a romantic comedy, and the male character, the lead character, he starts out with one girlfriend, he breaks up with her, he ends up with another girlfriend by the end of the movie. And the reason I bring that up is because to pitch it, this guy, this executive, he says, "So is this what your life is like?" I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, this guy, he's got all these women in your movie. He's got all these women. What the hell's going on?" I go, he has one girlfriend, then he gets another one. I don't think that's really a lot. And he goes, "I don't know, it sounds like a lot to me. That's like, it sounds like he seems like a womanizer. That's what he seems like." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I didn't know whether this aggro was coming at me, but I'm like, "Oh, so it's just a weird meeting." Anyway, so we leave, and the woman producer that I came with, she goes, "I apologize." I go, "What's going on?" She goes, "Well, I've been dating him, and he wants to be exclusive, and I don't want to be exclusive. So all this guy was doing was sounding off at me as a way of telling her, why won't you be exclusive to me? That's really what the note was about. So that was the weirdest pitch meeting ever, because it had nothing to do with me. And sometimes it's out of your control. What can you do? You just do your job, pitch, smile, do your job, and that's it.
At least she was there to tell you that, because you wouldn't have known otherwise.
Yeah.
You would have thought it was you.
Yeah, and I was not dating her, by the way.
No, I get it. But at least someone was there, because so many times things like that happen, and there's an answer for it, we'll never know. But at least you got to know that. So then when you went in to do other things, was that experience always up there because you knew maybe it's totally not about me, but I don't have that woman there telling me the story as to why someone's acting this way?
Yeah, one of the first pitches I did, I came in with actually a pretty famous writer. We'd written something together, and we were pitching at Paramount. And as we're pitching, he was talking, and we had this long, super complicated, really detailed pitch that we thought was wonderful, and he was describing it. And as we're pitching, as we're telling the story, the guy, this executive, starts to do this. He starts to do.
Oh no.
And after a while, we realized we're putting him to sleep.
Oh no.
We're putting him to sleep. And we're comedy writers, so we stopped and we started talking about it, but it was like, what a note to get. You're putting me to sleep. We actually, literally, this guy, and so that was like a huge lesson for us. We learned, keep the pitch short. Don't go into all these freaking details, So, and never forget that one.
Yeah, well, there was no note behind the note. You knew what was going on with that one, okay.
Indeed.